Nation was good with it, y'all. Um, I had wanted to talk about what I read about, and saw on the news about a week ago. A car, well, a van, was stopped by the police, traffic stop, and in the back of the van, it was like a 100,000 like rounds of ammo, 180,000 rounds. It might have been more than that, but they had cases of 5.56 and I believe 7.62 by 39. Come to find out, it was some Mexican nationals, and they were smuggling the all that ammo for the cartel. But here's the interesting part right here. This is the interesting aspect of it. What up, Domani? Salute. The interesting aspect of it was that they had 180,000 rounds of ammo, 5.56, 7.62 by 39, but they wasn't trying to smuggle it back into Mexico. Okay, they said they was trying to take it up there in Colorado. So this tells me that the cartels got operations throughout the United States, man. They some smart. They smart. They experts in smuggling shit, right? And let's keep in mind that you didn't really have to make a great effort in smuggling anything into this country the last 4 years up under the Biden administration, right? They left them borders wide open. So we got terrorists here, we got cartel here. So my thing is, Trump declaring the cartels terrorist, groups or whatnot, and he's declaring war on them. Who's to say they're not gonna flip the script and hit us right here? If we hitting them, if Trump hitting them over there in Mexico, who's to say they're not gonna hit back over here? What I want to know is, what are you doing with 180,000 rounds of 5.56 and 7.62 by 39? Now, somebody else told me that it was belt-fed ammo too. Y'all do know what that means. That's the motherfucking machine guns that belt-fed ammo they had. I just want y'all to be safe and be careful, because if they decide to attack because we hit them and they hit us back in our homeland, the shit gonna hit the fan. We talking about 180,000 rounds here. That's war type, ammo. That's supplying a platoon, a battalion. But yet, thanks to the police, man, with that traffic stop, they was headed to Colorado. Now, that was one incident. Who's to say that this ain't been happening and they just didn't get caught? They had 308 ammo. Oh, man. Whew. So, listen. I still say that something about to hit the fan, man. The shit is about to hit the fan. Whether it be Iran activating their terrorist cells that's already locked and loaded inside this country, or it's gonna be the cartels. When Trump hit them and started taking them out with their drones and shit, they gonna respond. So I just need everybody to do the best you can to be prepped up and prepared and ready, because I do feel like something is about to happen in the homeland, right here in this country. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not going to be surprised The writing has been on the wall a long time, a long time, you know, and it's in the Bible too. You know what I'm saying? It's in, you know, we got to love one another, but be ready to destroy evil, the devil, when he comes our way. And he will come. It's just a matter of time. It ain't no if, it's when. And you need to be locked and loaded and savage ready for when it hits the fan, nation. You know, we the righteous ones. We the ones that we not bothering nobody. We not trying to harm nobody. We just want a peaceful life and to be able to, you know, take care of our families. You know, hopefully living comfortable and being ready to send a stinking ass savage to Funky Town when they try us. That's all I'm saying. It's bad enough that we got to deal with the regular everyday savage that's out there. And I ain't trying to, you know, I'm talking about them motherfuckers, I'm talking about them savages, the one that wanna, you know, unalive you and rape you and all that stuff. I ain't talking about the regular, you know, thief, petty thief, you know. I'm not talking about that. Y'all get what I'm saying. You got to be ready. It's bad enough that we dealing with that. Now we got to, you know, worry about a fucking potential war breaking out right here in our country. So you know what? I'm still gonna sell more than half of my guns, but all I need is 2 to 3. So I'm gonna hold on to 2 or 3. But I'm gonna tell y'all now, get locked and loaded, get your ammo up. Don't go too crazy, getting, you know, 2,000, you know, 5, 10, 15,000. Nah, you don't need all that shit because it's just gonna slow you down. Matter of fact, it ain't gonna even slow you down because you're not gonna be able to take the shit with you. So don't go too crazy on the fucking ammo. We not trying to start a war here, you know. Anyway, Gun Freak Nation, listen, I love y'all. You know what? I was in the middle of live on my other channel, Life with TNV, because we turn up every weekend on that channel. So and I said, you know what? I need to go live on the main channel so people can hear this, because not too many people know that these Mexican nationals in a van loaded with over 180,000 rounds of ammo was caught, not trying to smuggle the shit back into Mexico where they came from, but no, they was trying to take that shit to Colorado. So it's about to be, people, please listen to me. Let's hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. You feel me? So you telling me Pakistan and India is into it once again? I don't get why they hate each other. I know from my understanding that India thinks that Pakistan is part of their territory or took something that belongs to them, and it's been tension ever since. But yeah, the world is pretty much going to hell. It's gone to hell. It's been hell. You know, and we living in this motherfucker. So my thing is, let's stay vigilant. Let's hope and pray for the best, but be dangerous and prepped and dangerous for the worst. Because I'm telling you, when the shit really do hit the fan, ain't no more good guy, man. We're gonna have to do all kind of fucked up shit to survive. We living in a world where only the strong will survive. And ain't none of us as real men gonna sit by and let our family starve when we do run out of the food that we have stockpiled. So we got it. It's no such thing. It's gonna be righteous versus evil. You can be a righteous guy, but you may have to do some things to survive. You got to understand when this shit hit the fan, it's gonna be a lot of people that's not prepped up, and they're gonna be hungry when there's no more food in the refrigerator, and the grocery stores don't all got looted and burned down, and the truckers ain't out there bringing the supplies no more, and we don't have the train system no more. So that means people gonna go hungry. And when you hungry, you desperate, and desperate people do desperate things. So the person that you think is your very best friend might be the same person that they decide to get the drop on you and take all your goods to feed his or her family. So you really can't, it's hard to trust when you in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? So definitely it's some shit that's gonna happen inside this country. I'm talking about some major shit. Some major shit where I don't even think the police gonna be able to be on top of this shit. We talking about a fucking war in our streets. And it can come two ways, from the cartels or from Iran. And you gotta give good old thanks to good old Joe Biden for leaving them fucking borders open for the last 4 years. And any and everybody done came up in here. Yeah, that's all you really need, 2 to 3 Funky Town centers, man. I'm about to get rid of my whole collection. I'm over that. That phase of my life is over. And I'd rather take the money. I mean, it's a headache and shit. And then I think about all of the bullshit ass deals and shit that I came up with my crazy ass. And how I sold my guns and traded my guns and all that shit, and pretty much fucked my own self, on them guns and shit, and it make me mad, and I'd be like, man, fuck them damn guns. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds strange coming from me, because I'm still a gun freak, but I don't need all that shit. That phase of my life is over with. All I need is 3 guns. And the 3 guns I put it down to, I'm keeping my fucking Tavor for the long range. All right? Long range distance in case I have to snipe a funky savage. Yes. It got the primary arms LVPO scope on that bitch. That's number 1 pick. Number 2, my Galil Ace, or it's gonna come down between the Galil Ace or either my Maximum Defense. Both of them shoot 5.56. So, I don't know, man. I would have to give it to the Galil Ace over the Maximum Defense. Both of them excellent guns, but since I got the IWI Tavor, I might as well keep the IWI Galil Ace. So my third one. Maybe my Glock 23, or maybe AK. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is the majority of them got to go. That phase of my life, I'm done. I don't made some fucked up choices in gun dealings, and I just don't want to. It ain't no passion for me no more. I understand it's essential that every responsible person should have a firearm to protect themselves, but my collector days is over, man. Half of them motherfuckers. Listen. I've spent thousands and thousands, tens of thousands on firearms that pretty much just sat in my fucking safe, and I never shot. Some of them to this day has never been shot. But I didn't never consider myself a shooter. I considered myself a collector from watching, playing all them Call of Duty games, Battlefield, Medal of Honor, the movies and shit. And I like shit. It'd be cool to have guns like that in real life. But I'm a gun freak still, but I don't need all that when I can take that money and just spend it on something more important. I mean, what good they doing me just sitting up on that? I mean, how's that serving me anything by them just sitting up right there like that? You know what I'm saying? Or the ones in the safe, No, the ones I got in case somebody try to run up in here, they already locked and loaded in arm's reach. Where, but people like what they like, and sometimes you go through a phase, and then when you out of that phase and you be like, it don't impress me no more. I don't really give a fuck about it no more like that. I just want to focus on a better life, being healthier, making sure that my family is good, being comfortable. To me, those are my true, joys of life. And then having the ability to defend my family in the time of need. Because I'd be damned if I depend on another man or woman to protect my family, like police or, whatever, National Guard or whatever, man. To me, you're not no man if you cannot defend and protect your family and provide for your family. So I'm just focused on that. No, T has not turned anti-gun. I'm just over it. That ain't got shit to do with, trying to get people to hear me out, to tell them to not be a victim. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to be no victim because you don't deserve it. And that's just the devil out there, man. The devil just trying to have his will over the whole world. And they trying to suck all the light out of this world, man. And it'll be pure blackness. You know what I'm saying? Darkness. And we want to be in the light. You feel me? We want to be righteous. Ain't nothing wrong with having love for one another and love and respect for one another, man. It's just so fucked up. Everybody, all they care about is this respect thing. You disrespect me, I'll unalive you. You know what I'm saying? It's just so ridiculous how people are and that's in one of my future videos, what I'm talking about now, how people can lose their life or their livelihood, their freedom over the most dumb, stupid, like just bullshit. But yet you hear about people, getting unalive every day over bullshit. And if you know, like my brother Saint say, if you know better, you're going to do better. God Freak Nation, I know y'all already know better. And that's why we doing better, and we going to get better and better and better. I love you. But I had to go live to talk about the incident with the Mexicans, nationals, the national, getting caught with like almost 200,000 rounds of ammo, man. They're telling me they stockpiling in here, and when they get the orders to activate, it's gonna be fucked up. And y'all need to be ready for this, for real, for real. But anyway, God Freak Nation, I love y'all. I'm about to end this live and go back to my other live, Life with T and V. Or shit, I don't know. I'm buzzing a little bit right now. I love you anyway. But I'm about to jump off so I can jump into the other ones and get the music popping. Otherwise, I do it right here on this channel. But YouTube will use any and every excuse to fuck with me and strike me and, try to take the channel down. So I don't take the chances. And that's one of the reasons I want to address this. And I hope you watching my brother Tech 9. My brother Tech 9 reached out to me and he wanted me to do like a fundraiser for him. He going through a little something. And I told him, yeah. But then when I thought about it, and I still got people I know inside of YouTube from when my channel got hacked. They was like, well, you risk the chance if you got a link where people was donating their money and all that and stuff to it. Anybody, if anybody get in touch with us and file a complaint saying that you scammed them or whatever, we instantly got to pull your channel. We're taking your channel down. You might get it back. You may not get it back. So once I was told that, I said, you know what? I don't even want to risk it. I figure some other channel ways to help them out. Maybe I can set it up on my Instagram or Facebook or something, but I don't want to lose my channel, my main channel. I don't want to lose my main channel no more. I don't even want to take a chance because I don't want to lose y'all. You feel me? So that's the reason why I didn't do it. I didn't want nobody thinking that I'm just ruthless and he asked me to do a favor, and he's been very supportive of me throughout the years. But when I weigh the consequences of it, I don't want, because I got people that actually hate me and they watch my content probably more than y'all do, but they hate me. I call them confused fans. So when you got people rooting against you and hoping for your downfall, they lie on you and just to try to get your channel took. So I just don't. I didn't want to take that type of chance. I just couldn't do it. I figure out some other ways to do it. But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I appreciate y'all. Y'all a gift from God. I just want to thank you for just inviting me into your life and because y'all ain't got to hear me, y'all to listen to me, or it's a million other channels out there, man. But y'all come home to me, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel special. It makes me feel like I'm finally being blessed with what I didn't have in my earlier life. You know what I'm saying? In my earlier life when I was in my, I guess like 20s or whatever. One day I'll talk about it, but I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all show me so much love and loyalty and stuff, and I don't know what I do. All I do is just tell people to arm up, and just get your guns so you can protect your life and your family's life. I don't. It ain't nothing special about that, but I do appreciate that y'all appreciate me doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. I'm very thankful and grateful to each and every one of you. Even the ones that really don't like me, you know what I'm saying? They can't stand me. I gotta have love for everybody if you want to make it to heaven. So they say. You know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. I have my Bible and I'm gonna have my Galil Ace, my Glock. You know what I'm saying? So I will defend my righteousness. And when I say I'm righteous, I don't mean I'm a flawed, imperfect man just like everybody else. I don't make my mistakes and I lust and all that shit. So when I say righteous, I mean we ain't out there trying to hurt nobody. We ain't robbing nobody. We ain't jealous of nobody. We not doing the devil's work is what I'm trying to say. So fuck negativity, fuck evil, fuck them devils, and definitely fuck them savages and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they fuck with us, we gonna fuck back with them, and we gonna prevail. You feel me? But I'm gonna end this on that note. I fucking I fucking love y'all with all my heart, and I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'm about to continue over at TNV Nation. I salute Gun Free Nation. I already said it. Y'all know what time it is. I love y'all. You hear me? Y'all the best. You are the best.